In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add a digital clock to OBS Studio. If you want to display a live digital clock on your stream, recording, or broadcast layout, OBS makes it pretty simple by using a browser source. This is a great option if you want your audience to see the current time on screen, or if you're building a more professional looking overlay with live elements. First, open the OBS Studio app on your computer. Make sure you're in the scene where you want the clock to appear, because any source you add will be placed inside the currently selected scene. Taking a quick second to confirm that now can save you from having to move things around later. Next, go down to the Sources panel. This is the section where OBS lists everything that appears in your scene, like webcams, images, text, or screen captures. Since a digital clock needs to be added as a new visual element, this is where the setup begins. Now click the plus icon in the Sources area. This button lets you add a new source type to your scene. When the list of source options appears, choose Browser. A browser source allows OBS to display content from a web page directly inside your scene, which is exactly what we need for an online digital clock. After that, click OK to create the browser source. You can keep the default source name or rename it if you want something more organized, like digital clock. Naming your source clearly can be helpful later, especially if you use a lot of overlay elements in OBS. Once the browser source settings window opens, click into the URL field. This is where you'll paste the website address for the clock you want to display. Add the clock website URL there carefully so OBS knows which page to load. It's a good idea to use a clean and simple clock page so it looks neat on your stream and doesn't include unnecessary distractions. When the URL has been added, click OK to confirm. OBS will then load the website into your scene as a live browser source. From there, you can resize the clock, reposition it anywhere on the canvas, and fit it into your layout just like any other source. If the clock appears too large or too small, just click and drag the corners to adjust it. You can also move it to a spot where it won't block important content. And if the website doesn't look right at first, you can always go back into the browser source settings and update the URL later. That's how to add a digital clock to OBS Studio.